Good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel, the start of my channel. Gulf Coast Prepper. Um, I do live in the deep south of Florida. I've been prepping for about 10 years. It started just because of hurricanes. We get them all the time, or tropical storms, or subtropical storms. Just to be prepared, I started off 10 years ago just buying MREs and stuff like that, um, which I don't do anymore. MREs do go bad, contrary to what people think. They will last a little bit longer than 5 years if you store them correctly, um, but they don't last. They do go bad. I've opened some up that are, only a year past the 5 years that they say, and you can clearly tell that they're bad. Um, a little bit I want to do with this channel. For one, it's going to be an outlet for me. I have a wife. I have two girls. Um, as you can see, I'm in my garage. It's the only place I can get away from my wife and my girls. That they leave me alone because it's too hot in the garage. Um, and my wife doesn't pay attention to anything that's going on. She, kind of relies on what I tell her, and um, her boss, will give her a little bit of updates and stuff like that, what's going on in the world, and see if she knows what's going on. Um, so this will be a very good outlet for me, so I can talk to other people the way I want to. I know I can just go into another channel and get into those communities, in the chats and stuff like that. I just want to be able to get what's on my chest off my chest whenever I want to. To people that want to listen who might feel the same way. Um, I don't think that people should be freaking out. I know a lot of stuff in the world right now is really bad. Obviously, you can see that every time you watch a video on YouTube, or when you're scrolling through to see what you want to watch. You turn on TV and you can see it. Um, I just think a lot of channels are very good. I have my favorites, who I watch daily. Um, you know, uh, but I think a lot of channels, now that, when I first started watching some of these people, it was about prepping. It was about daily, what was going on in the world, daily, news and stuff like that. And, a lot of it now is just complete fear porn. They're trying to say that, if you don't buy my freeze dryer, you're gonna die. You know, if you don't buy my $300, winter gear, you're gonna die. Um, it's all well and good if you can afford that kind of stuff. It's just like freeze dried food. I have a little bit, but my stockpile of freeze dried food is very small, compared to probably some of you that are watching this. And, it's because I just can't afford it. I got a family, I got a business, I got, different things going on. Um, and, again, my wife doesn't, she understands, for the most part, why I prep, why I buy all this food that we have, um, why I'm buying Mylar bags all the time with oxygen absorbers, and why we have so much rice, and how, I'm sure all of you know it, especially if you have a significant other, wife, husband, partner, that isn't in the same mindset as you. They think that the food's never going to run out at the grocery store. It's just going to keep coming in, coming in. So, you know, yeah, definitely this is an outlet for me. That's why I'm doing this, for first and foremost, is just for me, so I can get what I need out. Um, if some of y'all want to come along for the ride, awesome. Um, what I'm gonna be getting into more um, with this channel, other than prepping, is the homestead part of it, because homesteading is going to be a bigger part of things to come. I mean, we all see it with what's going on with food. Um, and, even with now, I've been seeing on different websites and stuff like that about the conspiracy about the chicken feed that's making chickens not lay. Um, so, just all kinds of stuff, and on the prepping side, that you don't have to spend a lot of money to do it. Things things that are cheap work just as good most of the time as that's expensive. Even in the business I'm in, I tell customers all the time that just because it has a name brand on it, or you're spending $1,000 compared to $200 or $300, it does not make it any less uh, good. It doesn't make it better just because it's more expensive. Now, sometimes it will. Sometimes you are paying what you get, um, but not all the time. For your basic stuff, you will be able to survive and use, even if it's the cheaper stuff. Like I said, I don't have a lot of money to be spending on preps, especially with a family, especially a wife that doesn't want me to be spending all that money on prepping stuff. But stupid stuff like knives. I got a 3 pack of Gerber knives, Bass Pro. Came in 3 different sizes. This is the mid. I use this for work. So it stays. This one stays in my pocket for work. Over here I have on my one of my bags, I have a TRS survival knife. That was super cheap. They had a promo. If you go to TRS Survival, you can get pretty decent gear. And it's not anything fancy. I think this was, oh God, I think on the promotion that they gave me through the email, I think I paid $20 for this. It's sharp as heck. It's full tang. I beat the heck out of this thing. And it's stayed pretty sharp. I've only had to sharpen this thing like once. And then there's other stuff like battery banks. Now I will say I've gotten 3 cheap ones. One is from Amazon. One is from, I believe, TRS Survival, and then we got one from Walmart. But we just had a hurricane, Hurricane Ian, and it completely destroyed my area. And again, these 2 that I just showed you, they worked completely perfectly good all through when we lost power after the hurricane. We were out for about a week and a half. And here in Florida, that's a big deal. Thank God, half of that time we had really great weather after the storm. So it was nice and cool. There was a breeze, so you didn't really need the AC at night. But one of them completely, we had never used it before. We had used it as a battery bank, but we had charged it before we knew we were going to go on a road trip or something, and we were going to need it and use it to charge one of the phones. But using it as out in the sun, trying to charge off the solar of these, it completely failed. So you're gonna get that with anything. You can get something that you pay pretty decent money on. I mean, I've seen people that use something Patriots stuff, and they spent quite a bit of money on it, and it doesn't work. It either falls apart right away, or it just flat out, it works, but it doesn't work how they tell everybody it works. So I hope you guys come along with me. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, especially getting into the homesteading. I have no idea what I'm doing there. My neighbors have animals. chickens and ducks. So they'll give me pointers and stuff like that. But I don't. I'll probably get some chickens, but I'm not gonna go crazy with chickens because everybody around me has chickens. So I would rather have something else that I can barter with them for eggs if I need them. If mine, the 4, 5, 6 that I might get, if they don't lay or they die, or we have a lot of predators here around where I live. We got wild hog, we have gator, coyotes, foxes, raccoons go after the squirrels, or raccoons go after their chickens and ducks all the time. I'm definitely going to be getting into rabbits, and depending how everything goes, maybe at least a pair of breeding goats. Not sure on that yet, though. Also, to let y'all know, I only have a 1/4 acre. My yard is a pretty good, decent sized yard. I could do a lot with it, which I'm gonna bring you guys on when I do it. Because right now it's just barren. We basically, in my little neighborhood right here, we all hang out in the front of the house. So we basically haven't done anything with our backyard in the 5 years that we've owned this house. So that's completely barren back there. There's not even a tree. So, you guys will be able to see all that with me as I go and as I do it and as everything progresses. And I hope you all tune in. Hope you all join me. Hopefully I get enough subscribers. I think it said you need 50 to go live. That's kind of what I want to do because I want to be able to interact with people. I feel weird kind of even just sitting here talking to a camera, talking to my phone. Yeah, I'm just doing it on my phone. I don't have anything else. I don't have a camera, like, a video recorder or anything like that. So I hope you guys subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks.